You are dozing off in severe pain. Your vision becomes very blurry. And you see these strange guys with white masks on and these white coats. And then it comes pitch black. Everybody has been in a hospital at one point or time, whether it's been for surgery, or colds, or even your birth. Everybody's been in a hospital. We're going to be looking at 2 points today as a class about the Lake Regional Health Systems. We are going to be looking at Lake Regional Health System because, 1, I am very interested in working in a hospital. 2, I have had some very extensive amount of volunteer experience working for Lake Regional. And 3, I have done an enormous amount of research on Lake Regional. And so we're going to be looking at 2 main points about Lake Regional. First, we're going to be looking at the history about Lake Regional. And second, we are going to be looking at the missions, the vision, and the values of Lake Regional. First, we're going to be looking at the history of Lake Regional. According to Murray of the Lake Regional Health Systems online website, Lake Regional was first developed on January of 1978 by a guy named Arnold Koplar. Arnold Koplar, Lake Regional tells us, that he was the co-founder of the Four Seasons Lodges there in Camden, Missouri, and then moved on to say that we needed a hospital there in Lake of the Ozarks. The reason for this is because whenever patients had serious diseases, most of them ended up dying because of the lack of emergency help. And so the HK Golf Hospital Benefit Tournament that they hold every year annually now, this was renamed after Arnold Koplar because to help fundraise the hospital. And the tournament is used today to still help the hospital in getting equipment. We're going to be looking at the name. I guarantee you guys are so curious about how the company got their name. But believe it or not, it was because of the geographic location. Lake Regional got the name because since it's in Lake of the Ozarks and so close to the lake, they decided, why don't we just call it Lake of the Ozarks? So they called it Lake Regional. Now, we're going to be looking at the size of the hospital. The hospital, at this point, Murray tells us, is about 500,000 square feet and has 116 rooms. And goes on to tell us that the trauma center at the hospital annually treats 36,500 patients. Now, we're going to be moving on to the mission, the values, and the vision of the hospital. Murray, who wrote the Lake Regional Health Systems missions, values, and vision paper online, said that Lake Regional will provide comprehensive health services to the residents and visitors of the Lake region. And he goes on to show that the vision statement says that Lake Regional will be recognized as the first choice for patients' visions and for patients. The values are patient-centered, which hospital will show improvement. The hospital will have teamwork, integrity, and will show great service quality and safety. And as we conclude, Lake Regional, we have gone over the fact of how Lake Regional came, and we have looked at the missions, values, and purpose of Lake Regional. And so, as we look, everybody has been in the hospital at one point or another. Thank you for your time.